Hey guys, Ehaab here from Ehhale Racing, and we're back at it again for another video. And today it's gonna be my first ever league race on F1 2020. So yeah, let's get into this. And so starting off with qualifying, I am in the SRL League, Sunday Racing League. So if you want to join, I'll put a link to Discord down below. So it's a really good league for PS4. Now starting off the lap, just trying to set a banker lap for the first one, opening the DRS. And yeah, going to skip on to the end of the lap. What will our time be opening the DRS? It will be a 122.5, which puts us in P2. And we're going to go for a second time lap, as I usually do in qualifying. We're going to go 3/10 quicker, or almost 3/10, and it doesn't affect our position despite going 3/10 quicker. So yeah, now we're going to skip on to my fastest lap of the session. So opening the DRS, we're going to brake when the wall ends, and we also have the racing line to help us out. Clipping the curb, don't get invalidated lap time. We're going to now hit the DRS, shortest run to the line, and we're going to brake on the red line, clip the apex, now short shift to fourth, and now back down to third again. We're going to go use all the track possible. We just missed the apex here, just about keeping the car on track. Despite that, we get a purple first sector, which I was surprised. We're trying not to think about that as we're concentrating on the lap. Shortest run. We're going to break into this right-hander. And something about Australia is the left tire grains a lot and loses so much grip because we're always turning right. Anyway, just trying not to invalidate this section because it's really easy. So playing it cautious here. Open the DRS. We go for personal best in the second sector, and we are really pushing to try and get provisional pole position. So now going through the last of the right-handers. Crossing the bridge, we're going to turn in left, brake as late as possible, turn right again for the last corner, open the DRS, and what will our time be? Will it be a 122.6, which puts us on the front row and 7 milliseconds off pole position as we invalidate our next lap time, and that was very close. I did not bother showing the rest of qualifying since I invalidated my last lap. So strategy is going to be soft to hard, or it could be soft medium. You can have a quick glance at my setup. And yeah, now we're just changing the differential there down to 65, give us extra rear stability, putting in tiny bit extra fuel to burn off, and yeah, we're just going to skip the formation lap and go straight into the race, as we now go to 5 red lights for the Australian Grand Prix. 5 red lights are out and we're underway. We're trying to get a good start, and our teammate gets a good start too, and we crucially overtake Villas going into the first corner, and our teammate is going for the lead. And now we're just sitting watching this. And they get very close together. And yeah, we're just gonna sit and try and see if anyone makes a mistake and play it cautious as Villas tries to go around my outside, but it doesn't work as I defend it well. My teammate very aggressively racing the Red Bull, and I'm just, as I said before, sitting back seeing if they're gonna make a mistake. They don't, and Villas gives us a really big hit from behind. I'm not sure what he was doing, and now he's getting the slipstream. He's going to try and go down the inside, and I decided not to fight it too much because he was very aggressive, so I go slightly wide here and I just let him go. And as in P4, we've already pulled the gap to P5 by almost 2 seconds now, skipping on after the first lap, moving on to lap 2, and yeah, so we got past our first lap of league racing on F1 2020. So now moving on, crucially Villas gets a 3-second time penalty already on lap 4, and at this point I have no warnings. I don't think I have a warning all the way up until lap 21. So yep, very good from my side on keeping it clean. And yeah, now we're just going to try and chase on as we get a bit loose there and go slightly wide. So moving on, and as our teammate goes into the pit box and our pit window opens this lap, tires are really falling off the cliff, but I'm thinking if I can stretch it, the better for the end of the race, so the hards make it the full way. And now we're trying to nail the pit entry, and we decided to play it very cautious, going 17 miles an hour when we could have gone 37, but it's better be cautious. And now the boys will give us a 2.6 because that is the default for league racing. And crucially, we get out ahead of Villas, and now we'll take a net P3 and we'll get out ahead of Pope Joe, as we were already ahead of him. And Villas isn't too far behind, so he could still be a threat, but we have the track position over him as the McLaren goes past us. And yeah, so we have the track position over Villas, and he has a 3 times second penalty, so we really have the advantage here. Moving on, as we really pulled the gap to Villas in 2 laps to 3 seconds, and now we're really pushing. And for some reason at this point my brake didn't work and we go super wide, and because I'm on a controller on PS4, I hit the L2 and for some reason it did not work. I'm not sure if that was a game glitch or something with my controller, because it's not old, it's about 2 years old. And anyway, I don't know what happened, we're really frustrated there. And so yeah, we get out ahead of Bellinator, who's now on fresh hards, about 5 laps fresher hards than me, and the driver's ahead. So yeah, I'm not sure what really happened there when we went wide. Very frustrated, so now I'm just trying to put my head down, and I drained my ERS a lot, and at the start of the race I saved it, but now I'm draining it to just try and stay in Pope Joe's DRS and regain the 2 positions that I lost for that weird glitch over there. And anyway, Villas has a 6-second penalty, so if we can stay within 6 seconds, that will do us good. And yeah, moving on. Braking super late to try and get make a move with Pope Joe, and also Bellinator is right behind us, and I do apologize if I'm pronouncing these names wrong. So yeah, for many laps I was stuck even with his DRS, but he had more speed, might be running less downforce, not sure. And now we get the chance, can we go round the outside? I think we're going to go for it. Very dangerous to go through in this corner, so we're going to go for the switchback. And now we're going to put on the overtake early. DRS, we're going to go to the left. It's actually a dummy, we're just going to switch it back to the right. And now we're going to go down the inside on Pope Joe and on the Haas. And we get it, we get the done move. And at this point I was literally shouting and giving myself lots of confidence, because I really enjoyed that move. And yeah, Villas up ahead with 6 seconds, and we're 3 seconds behind him. So yeah, but we're not out of threat from Pope Joe yet, because he's right behind us, and we survived that threat. So now we will move on to the next slide. On lap 18, Bellinator behind us has 3-second time penalty. I still want to fight it because he's got more pace, so he can push after he overtakes us, but crucially he has much more speed, but we still manage to defend it and we just lose the rear. And now we're going to get in the slipstream. He does have DRS, but trying to see if we can make a move anywhere, but it's no use, and we're just going to have to settle for P6. As we go slightly wide there, and the Haas might get us again, but we use overtake to make sure he doesn't. And yeah, now we're skipping on, and we get our first warning on lap 21. So I'm not saying it's good, but it's good that we have that we only now get our first warning on lap 21. So trying to keep it very clean. And Gotha behind us. Sorry, I apologize if I pronounce it wrong, but he is on fresh softs and he just pitted about 2 laps ago. So I think he went from mediums and to softs, which is he did really good with that strategy. He's clearly got much more pace than me, but what I'm trying to do is just delay him till the Red Bull of NJ Devil 27 to get back up, but it's no use. No matter how hard I defend, he's got ultimately the better traction, because he's on the fresh softs against my worn out hards. Yeah, moving on to lap 25, I really do try to fight it to defend the inside, but he just has so much more speed on those soft tires. So we're just gonna have to settle for P6 and just give up that position. Now NJ Devil behind, trying to get past us, but he can't. Now we're going to move on, and he does actually get past us, but he has 14 seconds, so we might have a chance to stay within 14 seconds. But Bellinator spun earlier, sorry I missed that, and now he goes down the inside, and he had fresher hards, 5 laps I believe, and he makes the pass, and I really did not save my tires throughout this whole stint. I was just pushing and totally forgot about not forgot, but I was just tempted to stay within everyone's DRS, so I had to push, and yeah, so that was my bad. Anyway, moving on to the last lap, trying to stay in Bellinator's DRS and stay within 3 seconds, as he has a 3-second penalty, but I have a feeling that he's just going to pull away because he's on fresher hards than us. And now we're just gonna have to try and defend from Pope Joe while staying within 3 seconds of Bellinator and 14 seconds of NJ Devil to get a potential P5. I would say is the highest we can get. Setting a PB there, going slightly wide, and now Pope Joe is gonna get the run on us, and now he's gonna try and go down the inside. We're gonna cover it off. We're gonna cover the inside off coming into this right-hander. He tries to go around the outside, but we squeeze him there. And the Red Bull, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that name, but the Red Bull wins. Congratulations to him. And now Pope Joe is going to get the DRS. And I think at this moment we have 2 warnings, so 1 more and it could be a penalty, but it's the last lap. And now Pope Joe tries to go around the inside. Now I start to panic, and I slightly cut the corner, and I get 3 seconds on the last lap on the 3rd last corner. And I'm really angry with myself. I just tried to go back down the inside on Pope Joe. Little bit of contact made there. I do push him wide, but he will get my position back anyway because because I have 3 seconds. We did not get within 3 seconds to Bellinator, and NJ Devil we got him because he had a massive penalty. And yeah, it was just completely my fault that we didn't do it. But anyway, hope you enjoyed today's video. Please make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.